Sorry I'm so late, folks. I had a very bad morning, but I'm okay now. Let me see. Not now. Come on. Load your boat. Trying to get the thing to load up here so I can make sure that I actually am watching you. And your comments and things are not too slow. There I am. Okay. Perfect. So, I figured I'd start with us at Master Shorty's. Elinhir. Not a big fan of Elinhir's, so I thought if I started here, it would make everybody a little bit happier to get it over with a little faster. And then we are going to start. I have a lot of things I need to do today, so if Numisma starts working with me here, I will notify y'all as soon as we finish this first house. I want to give this house, treat this house as if it's a test. To see how my stream is holding up. Okay. I'm running out of things to sell big time. So we've got... Oh, that's clever. I've never seen anyone use it standing up to be a blockage for a door before. That's quite clever. Huh. It's like an action sequence of some sort. I don't really know what it means, but it almost looks like a ghost is fighting the Banekin. And this guy is all terrified. This guy's terrified. Dead people everywhere. Frozen in place. I'm not really sure what's going on. They closed off this part of the house, which is... Honestly, I gotta say, like, I appreciate it when people actually close things off that they don't want you to go to. Saves a lot of time and energy. So, thank you, Master Shorty. Much appreciated. We've got lots of... Master Shorty is very accomplished in terms of statue. Oh, my goodness. Oh, hi. Hi, Kit Kavash. How... That's so funny. I just look up as I've seen this. I've seen this before. I think someone else toured this house because I want to say this is the house, the dragon from WoW, the black dragon from WoW. Hey, Elinhir. You know the metal one that got stuck in WoW? I want to say this is him. Because look at the jaw. The jaw is all metal. I think that's who it is. Oof, look at that arm. Yeah, there's metal plating. So, I want to say this is that dragon. I can't remember his name, but it is. I could swear I've seen this before, but I don't know when. It may have just been Jayhart toured it. Well, that is spectacular. I'm very enthusiastic about this. Let's get another view. Really, really nice. Good job. All right. Impressive. All right, let's, wow. I'm kind of in shock over that one. I'm going to start letting people know that I'm streaming. Since Elinhir's here, perfect timing to do their Erstwhile Dwarven, which I'm assuming is a dwarven home. Hey, Grandma, haven't seen you in a while. I'm on a little late for me. I had a very bad morning physically, and I couldn't. Bad night and followed by a bad morning. So I'm not really doing so good today. So I'm slow. I apologize. Greetings, Sasa. Sasa. Okay. Let me just tell people I'm streaming. Well, it takes me about a minute. I've been struggling with a sinus thing. I don't know if it's a cold or what, but the problem that I get when I have a sinus thing is because I have RA, rheumatoid arthritis. My RA acts up when I'm sick. When my body is fighting something, my rheumatoid arthritis gets worse. So, am I being assaulted by plants? This would not be the first time. Hold on. Almost there. So I'm in a lot of pain. But I will carry on as one does. Okay. So we've got Elinhir, Mizanthers. L. You're not supposed to be able to pronounce Dwarven names, are you? I did not take this personally. Oh, look at this door she made. That is pretty cool. I think that's a trophy, isn't it? Really works. Oh, you've seen this. I haven't seen this yet. Hey, Fiendish. So yesterday I found out that Whir is a female, and I've been referring to her as a he for about a year now, so I apologize. And I mentioned to her, you know, I should have guessed, because apparently every single one of my favorite, this is true out in here, every single one of my favorite builders seems to be female. Maybe it's a personal, like, quirk that I just happen to like that style, or if I just got lucky or what, but what is this? This looks like a building. Oh, cool. It's like the one on the way to Blackreach, you know, or where there's like little dwarven houses in it. Maybe I'm crazy, but it reminds me of that. Look at that. It's so alive. That's something that's lacking from some dwarven homes, you know? There's a lack of feeling alive. Blackreach feels alive. This feels alive to me. I guess it's the plant life, you know? You can have both, though. That's what's so nice about this, is it shows you can have both. So somebody's here. This is not a dwarven bed. So somebody is exploring, maybe excavating, is my theory. Look at the movement. I love the butterflies. All the fire, pets, mounts, everything that gives a little bit of movement to bring things even more alive. And then the small touches. Mushrooms would be here. We are underground. And then, obviously, dwarven stuff. Another pit. I think we get to go up there. I'm not gonna rush it, but look at that excellent, I mean, it's almost like the pets are like little exclamation points, and you're using them really beautifully. This is lovely. You know, are you in DDA? If you're in DDA, I can't remember, I'm sorry. You could do this for Hug a Tree, because it's so alive, even though it's the dwarven, you know, there's no people in it because it's dwarven, but it's alive. It really is. And the house just lends itself to that living feeling because of all the waterfalls. I really like this second floor too. Wow, this is gorgeous. All right, so I was gonna take a picture of this cobble sink to send to Chrysaea, and then I saw this right next to it, and I'm like, wait, I got everything to take all the pictures. There's too many things. This reminds me of that little building where you have to make, where it has an alchemy table, It's where the guy who wants all the red Nern lived. This reminds me of that building. It's not exact or anything, but it just reminds me so much of that. Maybe my head's all black reachy. Somebody is crafting all sorts of stuff down here. Reading. Now that looks like it could be a dwarven bed. That's stone. They slept on stone beds because they are crazy. I'm awake. I'm probably feverish, which is why I'm giddy. Whoa! Oops. Uh-oh. Not the way I'm supposed to get down. I think I has a problem. Uh-oh, I stuck. I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. All right. Damn Albuquerque. Do you know that when I crossed the country to move from California to Wisconsin, because, you know, I'm crazy, we had to move my stuff and we had to move my cat. And that had to happen at 2 different times. Long story. But both times we ended up stuck in Albuquerque and getting lost because it's laid out in the stupidest way. And so I actually did get lost in Albuquerque twice. So that's just amusing to me because, oh, hi Aya, we're on NA, but I am having better luck with the server. It is doing a little better, but I don't know if I want to jinx it right now. Oh, I haven't even been watching the... Am I choppy or anything? Or is everything okay? Can't believe I was supposed to even be watching this and I'm not. Oh, wow, look at this. Wow. Oh, shit. I cannot be trusted. I know we've seen part of this, but it's just so beautiful. Look at all this. All right, I gotta apologize. I am so sick and feverish that I'm a little bit turned around and confused. Okay, so that is where it is. Oh, I'm on NA. Hi, research. Did I fuck up your entry by going to your drill house? Hey, Garish, because I realized after I was so upset. Okay, good. I realized after that I may have messed up your entry, and so I was really starting to get sick about it. If you go back down, you'll get to see the whole camera. Okay, good. I have the dumb. Forgive me. Unless I must have made a wrong turn at Albuquerque again. Would not be even the second time. It was amazing. Everybody loved it. Okay, I see. I actually went back to show my husband later because I was like, oh, you have to see this thing that Research Monkey did. And we went back and he's like, is that a drill? And, you know, usually he can't even tell what's going on, you know, in a house. So that was, well, he can with me, but sometimes with other people he doesn't really know. So I showed him that, and I showed him the Death Star, which was amazing. Beautiful. That's actually what he said, that he thought it was that. And I didn't know what the hell he was talking about when he said that. I'm just like, Research Monkey just likes bunnies. Did I miss anything else, Elinhir? Because it's gorgeous. You know what I noticed? I don't see a tea room or anything in this house. Usually you have a tea house somewhere in it. You need like a teapot somewhere. I've seen The Incredibles. I just don't remember any of it. It was a long time ago. And I don't like movies anymore. So I completely like forgotten everything. I love this view. This is beautiful. I love all the greenery. It's excellent. Hope I didn't miss anything. All right. So let me, yeah. So the other thing that I was worried about was whether or not I blew it for, I didn't see the second one. If I blew it for the other guy, the one who did the Star Wars mech, I really hope people, I don't intend to blow anybody's secrets, but it's like, I really hope people know. Oh, okay. I hope people, uh-oh, I'm lagging. I really hope that people know that I won't spoil their stuff if they don't put it up until the contest. So Chrysaea and I have been trying to keep up with Cobbles. But she started a new job recently. And so she, on the forums, she's been trying to keep all of the submissions that I've been sending her. She's been trying to keep up with them. But she's so slammed because of real life that I don't think she's been capable of doing it, which is really sad. I feel like I'm overwhelming her to begin with. So I want to thank Ann Pacina, 1974, Mid to Panro, 1976. We've got some 40-year-olds following. 40-something-year-olds. Split. I am going to give you fishies as a thank you. Fiji, Fiji, Fiji. I send thank you presents to people who follow. They're not big things, but sometimes they're cute and fun. Yeah, I think she had a cold or something. Not a cold, but like something like a cold. It might have been the flu or something. I don't think it was COVID. Poor girl. Believe me, I get that. No, boo! Neither one of them let me send them Fijis. Suck. So, Fiendish is right about something. Let me show you what my plan... Catfiend XB! Thank you also for the follow. Hopefully you will be somewhere I can send you something. That's an awesome name because it's a combination of cats and caffeine. I like this. All right, so let me show you what I'm going to be moving as part of my fire contest entry. I'm going to be moving... Oh, okay. I'll send it to you. Happily. What was I saying? I'm sorry. I have a fever right now. And it's like... My brain is all jelly. I forget what I was saying. So this is going to be my fire entry, but what I'm going to do is move it. I've decided to move it to... There you go. You got a Fiji. I'm going to move it to Humble Mud. I'm going to put it in the sky. And then I'm going to add some more fire effects. Maybe remove Calgronted. I'm not sure. And add burning bushes like Fiendish suggested. Things like that. So here's the quick and easy version of what I'm going to do by moving it to we're going to do moving everything over to Humble Mud. It won't look like Humble Mud when I'm done with it. So we want all items. Thank you. Research. Were you the one who did the giant phoenix? I could swear somebody did a giant phoenix that was like thin. It was thin and tall and had like little dragon wings almost. I can't find it. I was gonna show people, thank you, what someone else did, and I can't find it to show it to them. And I know someone did it, and I can't find their picture. Copy paste. We're gonna clear clipboard, and then we're gonna do cut and copy selection. This is how you move things in EHT. So what's nice about this is, say you have entered something. I don't think that was it then. Somebody else did it. Say you have entered something into a contest, right? You have a, like, for example, I did a spaceship, or I did my potato man, right? But I don't want to leave it in the house where I put it for Jhart to look at, and I don't want to destroy it. So what I do is I select it, I move it over to whatever storage house that I want it in, and post it there in one piece. So the build isn't destroyed, but it's also not taking up my hundings, you know? And that lets me do more, I think. So what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove all of this stuff out of here. This is just a storage house for now, but so in the yard, I'm going to do paste from inventory. Because the yard is going to be what I think I hate the Humble Mud yard. It's such an annoying system because it's backwards. If it were in front, I would have less problem with it, but it annoys me. So it's been pasted. Oh, sure. It's been pasted, but where is it? I'll show you. In EHT, this is always the part that doesn't make a lot of sense, and I wish that Cardi would change it. After pasting it, I would like it to be that you don't have to do this, but you do. Oh, nice. Hey, Wooba. And you do bring to me. And then what it does is way ahead, because the items are too big, it's posted it right here. So I'll need to move it. So what I'll do is I'll say move items as a group. This does not work this way unless you set it to move items as a group. See if any of these items are even gettable. They are. Okay. So I'm just going to scoop them where I want them. See how this moves. No, a furnishing is not already being placed. And everything moves to go be with it. I think I have it backwards, I think. I need to turn it around. Hey, Ninja Terry. Come on. Don't be stupid. There. Maybe like that. Let's see what you do. Where's my... Oh, I hate when I can't figure it out. Private potato! Well, it's better than a public potato. Ah, there it is. It's inside it. I forgot that I had a door. I forgot that there was a door. Such a dumbass. Okay. There. We've got the whole thing we can move. Let's do larger changes than that. Boom! Rotate. Down. Boom. Now I can see what I'm doing. Sleeping insensitivity. Much better. We're getting there. We're getting there. Eventually I'll get there. The Phoenix is on the other side of the wall by accident. There we go. There we go. All right, we've got our Phoenix in here. Sweet. Notice that that Calgronsid changed to be spraying poison instead of fire. That's because when you pick something up and you put it back somewhere else, it tends to do the standard, whatever the standard thing that it would do. And in this case, it starts with the poison. So you'll have to change it. Like if you have a light that's off. This is magic carpet, in case you don't know it. It lets you go up and above and do things so you can, oh, whoops. So you can fix your, let's say, it's like a scaffold, right? I think Calgronsid may be too far back that I can't turn him off. Wow, he's like way the hell back. All right, well, it'll stay green for the moment. I should probably not be doing this when I have a fever and I'm crazy, but well, we got poison for the moment. That bird is poison. So, what I want to do is I have to make sure that it's a nighttime. Yes, it is, Elinhir. You're absolutely right. Yet another. Good point, research. What I want to do is I want to make it look like it's in the sky. So this isn't going to be satisfactory to me, but I don't know how I'm going to make it. I may keep part of the blocks. All right, you know what? Calgronsid's pissing me off. I'll fix him later. But for the moment, he needs to calm the fuck down. There we go. There. So, okay, I can see this working. But what I'm going to have to do is, first off, let's change the sky. So you'd go into effects, right? And you'd pick, there's going to be 2 steps to this, maybe more. We're going to do sky overlays, and we're going to pick, I like Ocean of Stars personally, but that may not work in the long run because it moves, but that may be all right. Now you see that those problems with the, you can see the scenery off in the distance that looks like it's, you know, white, like it's still there. We're going to cover that. You're not going to see that in the end. But this is a first step. Secondly, we've got recently used. I want brightness global. So it's going to get a little darker in here. Okay, first of all, there. That's better. Okay, now I can adjust it, whatever. So we all know that this is a problem with EHD. What do you do when the scenery shows like it's bright daylight, even though it's not? Well, this was a problem that a while ago that Lavathi helped me figure out. And it's actually interesting. So what I tend to do is I use an opaque like block. The transparent panel, no. I want square or slab. I forget which one it is. Rectangle, okay, opaque. I may end up changing it to a different color back sky because the stars may throw it off. But what we're going to do is select that. I'm going to make it darker. It may actually have to go a little dark blue to match right. Rotate. Forward. Size. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna have to. Let's see what I can do with transparency even. And then it doesn't exactly match. So I don't like the fact that I have the stars that color. I'm gonna have to use like a straight up black sky, or I can change the color to something else. I don't know. No, I'm gonna fess with it, but I want to give people the general idea of what can you do about that far off business when it's a problem, you know. And in this case, the witching hour is perfectly black. So if I want to, I can change this to this rectangle opaque to perfectly black, and it'll match, right? The scenery's gone. I don't have that problem with the scenery anymore. My sky is still black. That solves your problem right there. That's one of the biggest problems that I've ever had with EHT has been, you know, I can't use my sky in a lot of different houses, even though I want to. But here, you can, just by putting a black opaque in there. That is true too. And then you can push this up a little. And there you go. You've got, you know, eventually this will be covered and you won't have this problem at all. And so you have the sides and the top will be handled and this ugliness will go away. So that's my theory on how to fix that problem. And then, well, what will happen is when J Hart gets in here, he will have a dark sky. And that's the goal, right? Have him have a dark sky. Also, you can block sun. Like, if you don't want it to look like this, let's say he comes during the day and you're concerned that he's going to see this sunlight. I've learned from Zilito that if you block the actual sunlight, you can, in fact, if you find the sun source, you can actually block it. And it'll look better, like here. So we blocked it, so I would probably have to block it in multiple spots. But point is, you can block it. I'll have to futz with that later. Oh, that's Oblivion style. Oblivion style UI. You'll have to get it from Minion. Okay, we're still at move. There. Let's put you there. Yes, I want the entire group to move with. Oh, I blocked it and then I moved it together. Oh well, whatever. So we're getting there. And then we're gonna just put it higher up into the sky. I want it to be really high up. So we'll get rid of some of this block rock. You won't even notice it when I'm done. It'll look finished when I'm done with it. It won't look like this, but you get the general idea. What I like to do when I'm building is I like to do what I call a rough draft, a proof of concept. Just throw it all up there, see if I'm able to build something out of it, see if it works, and then make it work beautifully after that. But, you know, start with it looking crappy so that you get a sense of what it's going to look like. This is probably not going to make it all the way up there. Oh, it does. Look at that. All right. Let's get you situated properly. This is going to take some tweaking. Obviously, that does not look the way that I want it to look in the end, but it's like the wings aren't out enough or whatever, but you get the general idea that that is where we're going with this. That's going to have to go higher, and it's going to show more. It's got to show more. So we know what we're doing. We're going to get there. Another little nifty thing you can do with EHT, when you're not in the building mode, go into your furnishings. Say you want to put a bunch of furnishings down, you just right-click, place, and select, or, well, you don't need to select them. Place these 6 items. So I'm going to leave this crap here so that when I come back, place these 3 items. And then I'm going to put Krell Grounded down. Use Courtyard also. You go here. Oh wow, he's like covering exactly what I don't want him to be covering. Wow, Krell Grounded, you suck. Face the other way. All right, we'll work on it, but it's a step in the right direction. I just wanted to show you guys how to do that. How to move things, how to fiddle with some stuff. Here's some little neat stuff about EHT, whatever, etc. Let's look at another house. So we looked at a Master Shorty, so let's look at a Meatball, because Meatball's funny. Let's do Eclectic Epicurian, or Observatory Prior. Man, I'm like loopy today because of how sick I am. So this is also EHT. If you want to use it, the community portion, it will let you go to other people's homes that they have opened up for viewing. And generally you won't get in trouble from anyone for it. Meatball. Okay, so we've got some plants out here. Now, as a normal rule, I like to have planters around this stuff, or dirt, because otherwise it looks like it's coming directly out of the ground for no good reason. In fact, there's a good rubble that you can use the bottom of that you can buy in Clockwork if you wanted to, and just flip it upside down and put it under here and it'll look like dirt, and it's growing out of dirt. So that would be the way that I would handle, you know, wanting to put plants somewhere that doesn't look like it would take plants. So, but I like the idea of mixing organic with inorganic in this house. I think Grandma Gamer did that. She did a whole house of just organic mixed in with Clockwork, and it's a really challenging build because she was working against the house, and she did a beautiful job. Hey, Nistarish. I'm a little out of it today because I have a cold or something. Hopefully not COVID. So I'm not, like, on top of things today. But this is almost like a restaurant. I wonder what would this thing in the middle be? Is that booze? Huh. Each one has a different, like, I wonder if that's supposed to be wine or something. Interesting. These you could put in pots, and they would look fine if you did pots with them. You could get away with that. If you have enough items. I love the ivy. The ivy looks great. Storage, I think we were in there. Forgive me, I can't remember if this is the way in or out. Okay, yeah. I'm so high on cold, whatever my cold is, that I'm not making sense. Yes, let's go downstairs. Oh, pretty. So we've got some elegant stands where you can get dressed behind. Or you can go to the kitchen. This hides the kitchen so that no one has to see the fishies. I bet you they still smell the fishies though. I thought those were two little me's, but they're two little pieces of bread, no me. I feel unloved. No potatoes. I'll allow it. Dubious, dubious. Long thing, long thing. Okay, I do have enough. And there's this part of the landing is... Wow, that's pretty. What is that? Like a bar. What a lovely bar. I've really never seen anyone build something like that. Look how pretty that is. I want to say that's the Redguard one, but I'm not sure. But it's so shiny. Like the little touches of gears and whatever make it even more shiny. There's something, even the choice of the precursor was really cool for that. I like it. Lots of shiny bottles. Good choice of textures, I think. Looks great. Nice job. And even a little bit of flowers and plants. See, they did the right thing, I think, with the bamboo here. This needs to be in a pot, and it looks good. Yeah. Beautiful. Nice job. Meatball. The balls of the meats. Gavi's Grand Psijic. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for a mechanical structure, and I'm not going to do the toilet because I just have no inspiration there. You know, anything I would want to do mechanical would be historical, and very few people would get it, if any. You know? I'm concerned that they wouldn't get it at all. So this is 631 items, so this is definitely decorated, which is good. Artane Matter. I don't know this person, and I kind of like when we visit homes together that I don't know the person. Maybe they're beginning a robot potato. I've built a lot of potatoes research. I don't know. It might be overdone. Well, I mean, what would a robot potato even do? Okay. That's interesting. Maybe they're implying like gravity isn't working? Because that would be an interesting, like, Oblivion-esque way to go. Calgrotted being all poisony. Anyway, I like when we visit houses together that maybe I don't recognize the name. Maybe they're new to building. Oh, there's some things hovering in here. And in that case, I feel like we can... Oh, bye, Elinhir. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe we can support them together, give them a little bit of encouragement, let them know people care, that they're looking at their homes, that their homes aren't just put together for nothing, for no one to visit. Because that's always sad. When you put a house out there and, like, no one comes. It's kind of depressing. It's weird. I guess there's a distance by which you can't see Calgronted's flame? That is really weird. I never noticed that before. Today I learned. Oh, we can get over to the middle. We can get over to see Calgronted, though. I'm gonna skip it, because it's... We've seen it. We all know what he looks like. This is a lot of items for... I'm assuming most of it is going to be in the house. Okay. You might want to right click because I think you got a problem where you're hovering a little bit. So when you, if the way to deal with that is just right click when you're placing the item and it'll find the bottom. Okay. Uh-oh. 999 lag. This is bad. Very bad. There's one hell of a lag spike there. Okay, yes. We've got a very lush interior. Is that... What is that? That's brilliant! I never thought of that ever. Look at how beautiful that is. That's a high elf street light buried down into a fountain. That's gorgeous and incredible, and it looks like it fits. It really looks like it belongs. That's amazing. Oh, sorry to turn off your light. I meant to close your jester's box for you. We've got a quiche, nicely stocked with plates on the bottom here, which I always appreciate. Lots of cake. We're celebrating in here. More of a museum section. Office research. Oh wow, what a great job. So they use shelving and they hand place this. I can tell because you have to hop up it. You can place this with EHT and then you wouldn't have to hop up it, but there's something to be said by doing things by hand, and it certainly looks amazing. And it's using this as a doorway too, or maybe this is just supposed to be a wardrobe. I'm not sure, but it looks really cool. Nice use of the curtains. And thank you for putting the middle bar that lets me cross over without having to go all the way back down again. Oh, cool. A neat little spot to sit. Carpeted. Oh no, not carpeted. I guess this part is carpeted, but not the whole thing. And we've got tables for, I'm assuming, eating. And then the hedges break up the room nicely. I like the hedge idea. Especially when you don't have a ton of stuff over here because you are limited in items eventually. So blocking some stuff off with a hedge is a good way to go. The hedge mages have destroyed half the city. Okay. Limited on items, but I think that with 70 items to go, they might still be working on these sections, trying to prioritize and determine what they're going to put in them. And then what's in the back? There's so much space in this house that you need to fill up. It can be very difficult to decide what to decorate and what not to. But look at how pretty they did. A nice little like aquarium type pool, you know, with the lighting and everything. This is really nice. Good job. Good job. Gavi. Alright, George W. I don't know if I have it in me for moonsugar. Heartstopper. They do. Heartstopper sometimes watches us, and they do really interesting EHT work for someone who, like, their first EHT house blew my mind, and I think this is like their third that I know of. So I'm curious to see what they did with it. If they used effects at all. They may not have. Excuse me, I'm so sleepy. Alright, we've got 85 items, and they did use effects. They used 16 effects. Obviously, one is global lighting, and one would be this swirl, which I think is whirlpool, but just changed colors. And there's ashes floating up, which I'm going to use eventually on mine. That's a neat trick with using the sticks coming through. It's almost like it's spookier with the sticks coming through. Putting a candle inside of a bookshelf always helps with letting you see things. So we've clearly got some sort of magical... Oh, I know what this is. This is probably an entry into the Magic Gone Wrong ESO Housing Network contest. 30 item limit though. No, so this is 85 items, so maybe not. But we've got, if you turn the lights back on, you can see the details that I really appreciate, even though it's hard to see with the lights off, you know? You've got a little bit of wood here, along with ivy and the rocks. It becomes a much more natural looking place, especially with the mushrooms. When you... Hey, okay. Good night, research. It becomes a much more realistic kind of looking... I love it, though. It's almost like this guy's pulling something through, but I'm not sure what. Daedric Interference. That's really cool. Well, Daedra are messing with some sort of... What's the word? Heifer rose. God, guys, I'm really dead brain today. Oh. Ritual. That's the word I was trying to think of. Brain dawn. Alright, Lyceum child. Did you fix this? No. Let me go to your Hall of the Lunar Campion. Ow. Okay, 485 items out of 700. No effects. Room and temple. No identifying name, but we can see it's been broken up because obviously this front room does not have those walls up. And I think that's lovely, using that as a tapestry. I like the shelving. Shelving is often overlooked by me, especially. I tend to miss the places where I could put shelving up and give the eyes something else to look at. I don't do that because I'm a dumbass. Okay, so they've closed off the two other sections, probably for item count reasons. Got a bedroom in here. Oh, that's a good way to handle it. You know, if you don't have a light and you don't want to fake it, putting candles like this can be really beautiful alternative. If you want to fake it, though, you can use an orcish brazier, bury it, and then put some of that fake wood over it. It is nice how they have it partitioned, agreed. And then a kitchen, which I can see they did one of my favorite things, which is putting stuff in cubbies, making it look really used. Lovely. All right, let's go on into the halls. I wonder if they built something in here, like a building. Yeah, they did, in fact. It looks like the base of it is some of these gazebo thingies. What are they called? I forget what they're called. They have a name. Pergolas. They used pergolas. And then fencing. Okay, so we've got little rooms in here. If there were skooma, I would think this is a skooma den, but I actually think it's for getting dressed. Or here's the skooma den. I love the use of the carpeting. Okay, so Breton carpets are really big, and I love how they can fill up an entire room, so you can layer on top of them. And blue and yellow like this are opposite on the color wheel, so they pop, and that's a really nice technique that they used. I like it. We've got a well. I've been selling off my wells. It could be one of my wells. I had 100 of them and now I am selling them. Nobody down there. Okay. So we've got a nice little outdoors building. We've got a very detailed interior, but we also have a pretty detailed exterior with its own building. And they even put carpeting on the roof to make it look less. I'm sure to cover up the partition section in the middle of this. That's why it has that carpet up there, but it looks good. Nice job, Lyceum. Let's do Lucky Cat. Or Magic Wand's Lucky Cat, Lucky Cat. We're not going to go super long today because I'm sick, but we will see. See, you can see I'm glazing over. That's because I'm fighting a fever right now. I was up half the night coughing. Alright. $2.95. Not a ton of items. Maybe a work in progress. Maybe not. We got some Dargons doing the Dargon thing. Wow. Kunzari is right where he should be. Place of honor. Now, you see this here? It is entirely possible and in fact a great idea to build up to the patio from here. That way you never even have to go inside the house to enjoy the patio. So just remember that you can do that, and it comes out quite pretty if you do. But some people just like the outdoors. They don't even like the inside of the house. And it lets you put a lot of items in the garden if you do it that way. But we've got trophies and a kitchen with noms, hand-placed noms. The shimmering cheese being very cheesy. Cheesiest, though, is off. I wonder if they put stuff in cubbies. No, nothing in cubbies. Go upstairs. Incense. Skooma. Treasure. As one does. So this person has a sewing room. I guess they like to sew. Maybe in real life. You know, I always love it when people bring a little bit of their own interests from real life into the game. You know, like I've seen people putting knitting in or crochet or whatever it would be, because I'm not really a crafty person, so I don't know. But, and then they built this to be a nice little sitting area. So that's nice. This house has a lot of potential. Charolai's not on, so I'll skip that. It is lovely, yeah. Let's do Zanosuz's Mechanical Oasis. Zanosuz is usually very floral, so I'm surprised. I'm curious to see what they did with mechanical. Maybe they went floral mechanical, who knows? It's an oasis. It could work. Okay. $6.97 at 700 does not surprise me. No effects. That surprises me. Sometimes Zanosuz goes full effect. Okay, we've got fabricants and a destroyed city. Abandoned, perhaps? It's actually kind of beautiful the way that it's destroyed. It's actually kind of beautiful. Really nicely laid out. Oh, wow. We've got a lot going on here. So a lot of mechanical stuff. Dwarven. Crafting. And then I like how this leads you all to one place. You know, this house can be very confusing because it's got lots of different levels and lots of little different ways to go. But this sort of takes that option away from you and directs you to where it wants you to go. And I like that. So we've got multiple precursors. Cooking and sewing and lots of crafting going on. Huh. Look at the engine up there. I hope she used up there because that would be so cool. I see you can get sneaky and go in here from the other side, I think. For a dock. Yeah. And the dock leads you up. Okay. So this is how we get up to the cool bits. The really cool bits. Not that this wasn't cool. Oh, you get to walk through the waterfall. That's awesome. Yeah, I was going to say that if I were to get this house, I would build on top of the waterfall here. This makes perfect sense to me. Because this space is totally buildable. Thanks for the follow, Shadoween. Shadoween! It's like Halloween, but with shadows. So we've got a little built up area too. Let's see if Shadoween, I can send them a fish. So long, and thanks for all the fish. No, sadness. Wow, there's a lot to this. Okay, so we've got, wow, Zanosuz has gotten a lot of precursors. So they're melting stuff down over here. This really is an oasis. This is kind of incredible. You'd think that the mechanical stuff would not do well with water. Wouldn't it rust up? But I guess not. Look at the stuff just floating. This is so complex. Oh, wow. This is just neat. They're reading about dwarven automatons. And so this is the science-y, magic-y area, I guess. Good usage of the space. There is a lot of space that isn't utilized in most builds here. Oh, Ladybug! Hi! I do recognize you. Now you get a fish. Anything else hidden in here? I knew it! I knew it! This is gorgeous. Look at that. How clever. Burying the crystal in there so they're mining it. Super neat. And the use of the water. Excellent. Good job. I'm super impressed. Look at even the little detail of the, you got the spider up there, or the scarab, I think, and the dead body. This is awesome. This little spot is like Easter egg, I think, and it's a pretty awesome one. I am super impressed. Good job. Let's see if there's one more small one, and then I'm going to call it because my neck is killing me, and I'm super feverish and not all here. All right, so let's find something small. That's actually open. Unfortunately, a lot of these are not open. Dead pool house. Oh wait, I knew that was closed for some reason. Master Shorty, you gotta fix your permissions, man. There is nothing else small. Everything's huge. Alright, fine. We'll end on George W.'s moonsugar. This is very neat. And she, you know, Zanosuz used the exact area that I would build in if that were my house. So I appreciate that. Excuse me. Okay, 544 out of 700 items. Effects, it's a guild hall. All right, so this might be a quick one anyway, because guild halls tend to be pretty quick because you have your standards. Although this is really cool looking, all of the coral. But generally, guild houses are tables and you know, those things over there that I never remember what they're called. Those stone things. We got a kitty bedroom. Portals. That's another good way of doing it. For rent. Whoa. I'm so lagged that I just ported back a bit. I get these massive lag spikes. They eventually go away, but they're huge. Target dummies. Granted. Oh well. Oh well. That was terrible. Oh, pretty. Look at the way they lit it. They lit the table area with the blue versus the green. It gets everything a white color. And because you combine the two and you get like a white color. So that's really neat. Well done. Okay. I think I was in that. And I think I forgot. More dummies. You walk pass over the path of fire to fight the dummies. On that note, I'm burnt. I'm sorry it was a short one today, but I'm not feeling so hot. In fact, I'm feeling too hot. So I will see you guys later, probably tomorrow. Have a good one, and stay healthy, please.